A silent assassin is lurking in your bloodstream, a molecule engineered from your own biology with a single mission: to systematically dismantle the very structures that define your hairline. This isn't a foreign invader. It's a derivative of testosterone, and its attack is happening right now at a microscopic level with devastating efficiency. The process is called follicular miniaturization, and it is the primary architect of male pattern hair loss, dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. It begins as testosterone, the primary male androgen. But within certain cells, an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase acts as a catalyst, converting a percentage of this testosterone into the far more potent DHT. Think of it as upgrading a standard weapon into a high-impact warhead. This conversion is a natural process, but for some, the resulting DHT becomes a targeted poison for the scalp. Once created, DHT circulates and seeks out specific targets. On the scalp of genetically susceptible men, hair follicles possess an abundance of androgen receptors. DHT has a high affinity for these receptors, binding to them like a key in a lock. This binding action triggers a catastrophic chain reaction inside the follicle's DNA, initiating a program of self-destruction. The follicle's growth phase, known as the anagen phase, is progressively shortened. With each new hair cycle, the follicle shrinks, producing a finer, shorter, and weaker hair, until it eventually ceases to produce hair at all. Why does this affect some men and not others? The answer is written in your genetic code. According to research referenced by the National Institutes of Health, the sensitivity of your hair follicles to DHT is largely inherited. It's not about having more testosterone. It's about having follicles with androgen receptors that are highly receptive to DHT's destructive signal. If your genetic blueprint codes for this high sensitivity, your follicles are pre-programmed to react negatively to normal levels of DHT in your system. Understanding the mechanism is critical because it reveals potential points of intervention. This is not about miracle cures. It's about using nutritional science to create a less hospitable environment for DHT's destructive action. The first front is dietary. Certain foods contain compounds that are known to interact with the 5-alpha reductase enzyme. For example, pumpkin seeds are a powerhouse of zinc, a mineral essential for hundreds of bodily functions, but which has also been studied for its role in helping to inhibit 5-alpha reductase activity. A strategic intake, such as 1/4 cup of raw pumpkin seeds daily, provides a significant dose of this key mineral. Similarly, green tea contains a potent catechin called EGCG. This compound doesn't just work as an antioxidant. It has a molecular structure that can interfere with DHT's ability to bind to its receptor. Brewing 2 to 3 cups of high-quality green tea per day introduces a steady supply of EGCG into your system. These are not random suggestions. They are targeted nutritional strategies based on the biochemical pathways we've just explored. The second front of this strategy is your internal and external environment. Chronic stress is a significant factor. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Elevated cortisol can disrupt the normal hair growth cycle and has been shown to increase inflammation throughout the body, including the scalp. This inflammation can make follicles even more vulnerable to DHT's attack. A non-negotiable daily routine is a 10-minute session of box breathing upon waking. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. This technique is proven to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, directly lowering cortisol levels and creating a calmer internal state. Externally, you must become a vigilant gatekeeper for your scalp. Many common hair care products contain harsh detergents like sodium lauryl sulfate. While effective at cleaning, SLS can strip the scalp of its natural protective oils, leading to dryness, irritation, and chronic low-grade inflammation. This inflamed environment is the perfect breeding ground for follicular damage. The solution is to meticulously read labels and choose cleansers that use milder, coconut-derived surfactants and are explicitly labeled sulfate-free. By controlling your internal stress response and eliminating external inflammatory triggers, you build a powerful shield for your vulnerable follicles.